This is Yogesh Chabria, and I had a wonderful experience. I was in Banaras, in Varanasi, for a program. I'd gone to IIT, BHU, that is the Banaras Hindu University, one of the oldest universities in the world, and it was a wonderful experience. And I had a very intense experience while experiencing the Ganga Aarti, and I visited Kashi Vishwanath temple, and so I was away for some time, and now I thought I'll share something with you. And since we last spoke, since we last met, the world is experiencing another war, another conflict. And if you look at the world today, you have conflicts going on. So you have Russia, Ukraine, you have Israel, Palestine, Israel with Hamas. You've got conflicts in Afghanistan, you've got conflicts in Yemen, you've got conflicts in Syria, in Iraq. And one of the reasons, conflict has been going on for thousands of years. If you study human history, there have been wars and there have been conflicts. So the Gulf War, Second World War, First World War, the Crusades. And the thing is, every time there's a conflict, people say this war will end it all. So this is the war to end all wars. But the thing is, with any conflict, with any war, every war sows the seeds for the next war. For example, let us say a war is going right now between two sides, between any two sides, A and B, whatever two sides. Now let us say side A goes and attacks side B, and side B, they're small children who lose their parents. Now, the hate, the anger those children will have for side A will be there within them. So after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, when these children grow up, again, they attack side A. And it is the same. On side A, there are some children who've lost their brother, their friend, their father. And when side B attacks side A, so the anger, the pain, the hate remains for generations. That's why if you see, some of the wars have been going on for thousands of years. If you go back into history, you will understand where these wars started. And for any war to truly end, parents need to bring in society. For war to end, society needs to become aware. So you, as a parent, need to start teaching your children the power of love, the ability to love, the ability to forgive, the ability to move ahead, the ability to share, the ability to understand that all of us are one. And till this doesn't happen, conflicts will continue, wars will continue. So that is why it's very important for parents especially to teach their children to understand that we are all one. And if you truly look at people, if you truly sit with people, you truly have a meal, you will understand people share the same, have the same experience. It is just that because of some sort of programming, this could be, most of this programming is political. People call it religious, but I don't believe it is true spirituality or it is true religion. It is politics for power, politics that wants to control people, and that teaches children to hate, that teaches young people to hate, and that's why wars don't end. And in any war, if you look at any war that happens, the innocent people, the common people don't benefit on both sides. The people who benefit are not the people many times who are even impacted by the war. And that's why it's so important to bring in the sense of awareness. If more people, young people today, bring in this awareness, because young people today are going to be future world leaders, they're going to be future prime ministers, future presidents. That is why when people become aware that, our life is a beautiful gift, we are here for a beautiful journey, and in this journey, whatever we do has an impact. Whatever thing you do has an impact. So from this moment on, if you can start sharing good. And another thing I believe is it's very important, especially in schools, especially for children. And this will happen to children only if the parents become aware. Till parents are not aware, till parents don't experience joy, till parents don't experience laughter, they can't give it on. For example, my grandparents came from sin, but even as children, I'm sure they would have faced so much. They lost so much. They would have faced in a partition. They would have faced so many things, so many challenges. But I'm happy that instead of teaching us to hate, they encourage us to learn, they encourage us to grow, they encourage us to laugh, they encourage us to experience now. Because if you hate, you will be stuck in the past. It is, for example, India. The British had colonized India, but if we continue hating the British, well, it's not going to benefit anybody in India. On the other hand, if you say, okay, that happened, that was in the past, but today we need to move ahead, we need to work together, we need to collaborate, we need to help each other, we need to learn from each other, you will have such a beautiful life. So from this moment on, stop teaching to hate. Replace that hate with laughter, replace that love with joy, replace that hate with love, and take care. Have a beautiful evening, and I shall see you soon, or a day. Take care.